Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Independent Unity Reacts. My name is Johnny, and today we got something special for you. This has been sitting in my live feed on YouTube for like 2 days now. It seems like it's been 2 days, but the song's only been out for 16 hours. Samson dropped a new song. I haven't done Samson on my channel in, man, it's probably been almost a year. Dude, I haven't, because it's been a while since he's dropped anything. So guys, we all know what Samson's about, and the title of the song is Sincerely a Taxpayer, so we kind of know where this is going to go. So guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. We are on the road to 10K, and we're getting closer and closer each day. Smash that button. With that being said, Samson, you're up, man. Sincerely a Taxpayer. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's go. Always such a very simple setup with Samson. It's always a garage or he's just standing outside. You know, he's got his own Oliver Anthony thing going on. But he's been doing it before Oliver Anthony. But still, let's go. Chair and a garage and Samson.
I'm hurting. I can feel my money draining. They take everything I make and you wonder why I'm complaining. I break my neck to make this money, that they just come and take it from me. My wages ain't that great in the first place. I should be paying you nothing, but they keep on coming and they keep on taking. These motherfuckers go ham on me every time I bring them the bacon, and I wonder what it's for. You
He said they go ham on me every time I bring them the bacon. Yeah. Yeah, so it's called Sincerely a Taxpayer. So he's talking about the government taking his money while he's working. Taking like all of his money, not a little bit of it. Not even 10%, but more than that. Sheesh.
taking. These motherfuckers go ham on me every time I bring them the bacon, and I wonder what it's for. Ukraine, great funding a war. Have we spent enough yet? Should I guess not? Look, here they come for some more. Fuck.
Have we not spent enough there yet? Or do they want more? I understand there's a crisis going on there, but guys, we got one going on here in America. It's called I Can't Afford to Pay My Rent. Yo, we need to take care of here sometimes.
Fuck me, I'm sore. Sucks being poor. You had the same job for the last 6 years, wasn't struggling before. Back when Trump was in office, fuck all the junk that they called him. I never saw any of the shit that people always said he was in the comments. All of it was nonsense. I ain't even trying to ride him either. I'm just saying you gotta admit this shit was fine when he was the leader. It was fine when he was in charge. I never saw bills as high as they are. I never got chills just literally thinking about filling up my car. It shouldn't be that way.
Now look, this is where me and Samson's going different. A lot of y'all's probably going to change the channel on me real quick, but I'm going to be real with you. Look, hey, when Trump was president for 4 years, look, my pockets was no more fuller than they are now. Like, I don't know what everybody's talking about. Gas was cheaper, yeah. Food was a little bit cheaper, yeah. But I mean, wages? Nah, bro. We were still getting paid nothing. The minimum wage is still the same as it's always been. Like, yo. I mean, come on now. This man was president for 4 years. Name one piece of legislation he passed that was insanely significant. One that you could hang his entire presidency on, his whole hat, on that one piece of legislation. Put it down in the comments. I'd like to read it. I like to have this conversation with people. I really do. I'm not writing it off before you even answer. I want you to answer the question. That's why I'm asking you. Leave it in the comments. Don't leave hate comments. Just answer my question. What piece of legislation did he pass during his 4 years that you deem to be significant, that you should ride his entire presidency on? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Just one. That's all.
I don't care about Russia or Ukraine, but I do care about my own country. Is that insane? I care a lot.
No, that's not insane, bro, and I agree with you. We should care about our own country. We should care about what's going on in our backyards. We should care about where the money's being spent here. But it's not being spent here. It's being thrown overseas. Like we just got a machine gun just shooting money. You know, take all them 20s, man. It's all yours. Take it. That ain't enough. We got more where that came from.
Not about all the tons of money that we're paying, because it's mine, not yours, and I'm the one that feels the pain. I get tagged taxed on my fucking ass for every dime I make. It'd be fine if they would spend my money wisely, but no way. It'd be great if they would take it and pay for important shit that benefited you and me, and not just wage your wars with it. And where the fuck are all the liberals? I thought you stood against this shit. I thought the war machine was your enemy. Now you're friends with it? Now you...
So he said, where's all the liberals? Well, to be fair, there aren't really any liberals left. These people on the left are not liberals. I don't know what you call them, but they're not liberals. That's for sure. They're not even close to a liberal. These left-wing, ideologically driven people are not liberals. Now you got people like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's running for president. He's a liberal, like a real liberal. The only one left. So it's like, where's the real liberals? Well, Samson, that's where he's at. Except he's being pushed under the rug by the media. Nobody ever covers him. Some dude literally just tried to assassinate the guy the other day. No news coverage. No one cares. Right? Yeah, that's the leaders we look for. And when they're right there in front of our faces, everybody's like, all I can see is red and blue. All I see is Biden and Trump. I can't see no one else. Because we're stuck in the box, bro. We got to get out that box. Quit thinking in the box.
You wanna go to war, now you wanna fight. Now you wanna pick sides in a feud where everyone is white. Now you wanna get involved and go and blow a person up. I'm just saying, I'm surprised this altercation ain't diverse enough. No one deserves this stuff, I just don't believe the tears you weep. Countries where brown people get bombed every day, I don't hear a peep, you fucking hypocrites. Thought the race thing was your shtick. I thought as long as white people were involved, you don't give a shit. Those are your words, not mine. I'm just wondering why. Why do we have endless money for them and none for Hawaii? Why is it every time Zelensky needs a loan from someone, we're the only ones that give it to him like we owe him something? We got issues of our own here at home.
I wouldn't say it's because we owe him something, but somebody in our government apparently does.
That no one's discussing, and they keep growing cause no one in power is gonna do nothing. We're stuck. How the fuck we gonna help somebody else when we can't even reach inside our own pockets to help ourselves? We could allocate that money.
Yeah, I've been saying that shit for a long time. Like, how are we supposed to be able to help the whole world? We can't even feed our own people, bro. There's homeless people all over the place in this country. We can't feed them. And if we can't feed them, can't house them. Can't house them. Well, what do we do with them? Round them all up and throw them in jail somewhere. Loitering. It's not loitering if you don't have anywhere to live, jackass. Just saying.
Money to our own people in different ways, to clothe and feed and bathe and let them know it'll be okay. We could definitely do that. Don't tell me it's not that simple. People overcomplicate this and make it some fucking riddle like can't just feed everyone, are you insane? You know how much that costs? Way less than we've sent to Ukraine, I know that for sure. You don't have to be a mathematician or a foreign relations expert to figure out that division. You don't have to draw a graph to see it would cost a fraction to solve half of the problems we have and stop them from happening. I'm just saying.
Yo, he's not wrong about that. Like, literally a fraction of the money we send over to Ukraine, we could have used that here at home to, well, for one, not cut like half of everybody's food stamp money that they have, right? In America, you know, people in America, I think, you know, in our country at least should eat first with our money. That's the way I look at it. I don't know how everybody else here views America. If you live here, if you don't live here, then no offense, you kind of can't really have much of an opinion because you don't live here. All you see is what the bubble on the outside world shows you. That's which is not entirely what America's actually about, nor is it what it's really like here. The TV would like you to think we're full of riots and shootings and all these terrible things, and those things do happen. But like most of the country's not like that at all. Matter of fact, you can walk down the street without carrying a handgun pretty much anywhere in this country without worrying about getting mugged. It's not that bad here. A lot of people like to make it out to be, but it's really not. Compared to other places, it's not. Even compared to some cities in our own country, most of the country's not. But, yo, I'd like to see what Samson thinks. Hold on, let this play out for a little bit.
What kind of fucking world we living in? So many billions we've given them. When's Europe chipping in? When we gonna start splitting and stirring up the dividends and begin telling other nations it's your turn to lend a hand? Listen, I don't think Ukraine deserves any of this, but I also don't think Zelensky is as great as they said he is. I don't believe the media when they blurt shit on their shows. You'd have to be naive to think this dude's as pure as driven snow. No one is.
Oh no, absolutely nobody is, but like what he's saying, and he's not wrong either. Like no, no, look, there's a whole narrative behind this entire proxy war that's going on over there. It has nothing to do with Ukraine. It has nothing to do with Zelensky. It's got everything to do with Biden and the White House's plan to try to make Putin and his army in Russia look very weak going up against the Ukrainians that we are massively funding arms to. So anybody who says we're not a part of this war, we are. We're funding it. We're part of the war. Again. For like the umpteenth time in my adult life, we're at war again. It's like, when are we going to have enough of this stuff, bro? I'm tired of being at war. I don't know about everybody else that's my age. I'm 34 years old. We've been at war since 9/11. So, when's it ever going to end, man? Because I'm really sick of it. I think everybody else my age is pretty sick of it, too. I think we're all pretty sick and tired of being at war. Like, we want some peacetime. Where's our peacetime at? Y'all got a couple of years of peace, boomers. Y'all got the 50s and the early 60s, right? Y'all at least got 13 years. Come on, man. Let us get 13 years in. Jeez.
Especially when you run a nation, dog. Your morals are compromised the minute that you take the job. So I don't trust Zelensky, Putin, Biden, or anyone. I don't think any of them give a fuck about all us little ones. All the people of...
Well, they don't. No, I mean, I could have told you that a long time ago. None of these people care about us. None of these elected officials really care. Not the ones now. And that's why I was saying earlier, I really wish I could hear what Samson thinks about the companies like BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street, you know, these big multinational corporations that are taking over the world. They own like all of the S&P stock market. These guys make quadrillions of dollars in quarters. Per quarter of the year, by the way. Quadrillion with a Q. Yeah, 4. not a trillion, quadrillion. Yeah, that's what they make in money in quarterly profits. That's a lot of money. Yo, and they're buying up land like crazy. You know, you go in to buy a house, what do? They slide right in with cash and pull it right up underneath your feet. Pay even more than what it's worth just so you don't get it. And you know, by 2030, they're going to own like 60% of all the homes in America. And I want them to fact check this video too. Go ahead and fact check it. Tell me where I'm wrong. Oh, by the way, while you're fact checking this, can you tell me what the World Economic Forum's motto is? By the way, it's on their front page, YouTube. Can you fact check that for me as well? Pretty sure it says you'll own nothing and be happy. People need to start paying attention. Thank you, Samson, for helping wake the masses up. Thank you.
Russia, all the people of Ukraine, most of the people of the USA probably feel the same. We don't want this shit, it's only the elites that do. They line their pockets, they profit from this, but not from me and you. Quite the contrary, in fact, we pay for it with our lives and money. They take chunks of everything we make, and soldiers die for nothing, so they can gain some more power and keep their banks fat, and all we get is table scraps. Fuck yeah, it makes me mad. Fuck yeah, I get upset. We're constantly ignored. Why the fuck I gotta pay for this? I don't want this war. How the Pentagon have $6 billion unaccounted for, but when I do my taxes, I'm afraid to be $1 short. I'm afraid I'll go to jail.
Bro, he's talking about these double standards. It's so true. Like $6 billion goes missing. They're like, oh yeah, man, we accidentally sent that to Ukraine. Oops. Well, looks like we'll let them keep it. You know, it's like, but we make a dollar mistake on our 1040 form or something like that. All of a sudden, you know, here comes the IRS. Who's there? What's your name? What's your social security number? We need to take you to jail because you owe the U.S. government money that you didn't ask to owe, by the way. You know? It just boggles my mind, man. Like, Samson's not wrong in what he's saying. He's not. He's just playing to the right. And I get that because there's a lot of me that's right-leaning. Like, when I say I'm in the middle, man, like, I'm right down the middle. You can call me a liberal, I guess. I think forward progressively, but not in the sense of the crazy left, like, yo, we should all dress like unicorns, pretend like we can sing Kumbaya and everything's going to be fine. I'm not like that either. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, they painted these broad spectrum strokes of what you are politically when people are not like that. And the ones that are like that, bro, there's something wrong with them. They're not They're not all there, bro.
I'm afraid I'll do some time if I don't pay you back the money that you wasted. That was mine. I can't keep quiet anymore. It's impossible to shut up. I'm sick and tired of being responsible for all your fuck ups. But the question is, what we gonna do about it? There's never a plan of action. All we seem to do is shout it, and I'm guilty of it too. Always bitching and complaining, never walking, always talking, always lipping off and saying I'ma do shit, but I don't. And to be honest with you, that's the reason I don't make a lot of songs, and that's the truth. I'm sick of bumping my...
Bruh, he's just being real with you. He's like, look, I sit here and I talk all this shit all the time about how bad the world is. Look, at a lot of people in the country are like this. I'd say I'm guilty of it, but I'm not. I just went out and campaigned for Kennedy like last week. Yeah, I want that dude to win because I don't want Biden in, and I don't want Trump back in. I've seen what they can do. We've seen what they can do. Let's try something different this time. You know, maybe the guy who the news is trying to silence to the ends of the earth, and they've already tried to attempt to shoot him and all kinds of stuff. Like, bruh, don't you think that's the guy we should be listening to? Because he's probably the one with all the answers. You know, that's why they're trying to shut him up. But he's right, though. People do this all the time. They complain, and they never go out and do anything to change it. Bro, I respect Samson's honesty here. It takes balls to say what he just said. It really does.
To be honest with you, that's the reason I don't make a lot of songs, and that's the truth. I'm sick of bumping my gums. I'm tired of flapping my jibs. Something needs to be done, and I don't know if rapping is it. We need a real solution, but we need to get together first, because unless we're all in this as a whole, it'll never work. However, what do I know?
Key point. Unless we're in this together, it'll never work. We got to be on the same page, man. And I'm not saying everything I say is completely right either. I just try to look at it from both sides, but with a clear mind and from the outside looking in. Because you don't want to be in the bubble looking out, because then you're not going to see the bigger picture. It's not just Republican and it's not just Democrat. It ain't just right and it ain't left, man. There's no such thing as the political spectrum that was made up by humans to put you in another box, man. You're not a socialist. You're not a commie. I don't know what you might think you are, but if you live in America, more than likely you're a moderate. And by that, I just mean you share ideas from both sides. It's that simple. But Samson, I appreciate the honesty. But to be fair, though, when you make songs like this, you are changing the world because you're talking to the youth. And you're talking to, people are hearing your message. You're not just talking to the wall saying it. People can, you have a platform to speak, man, so use it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you saying stuff like this.
Together first, because unless we're all in this as a whole, it'll never...
Let me go back a little bit. I feel like I just missed some of that. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of angry comments like, dude, you stopped the video like 500 times. Dude, he had a lot for me to talk about. Samson, bro.
Tired of flapping my jibs. Something needs to be done, and I don't know if rapping is it. We need a real solution, but we need to get together first, because unless we're all in this as a whole, it'll never work. However, what do I know? I'm just a moron with a pen, but there's power in numbers, and there's more of us than them.
The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice.
George Carlin. I knew he had to be a fan of George Carlin. There was just something about that black t-shirt he always has on. Told me something. Hold on, wait.
I'm just a moron with a pen, but there's power in numbers, and there's more of us than them.
The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on, continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all.
Facts. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Facts. The politicians don't. Some people running for president's not a politician, but those are the ones that get swept under the rug. And I will say this, all things aside what I said, during the song, I do still like the song. I do support the message of the song, and I think that he's completely right in what he's saying. And I really like the fact that he even brought up, hey, I'm talking about it, and like we always talk about it, but we don't ever do anything. We're always talking, but we're not walking. You know what I mean? Like I like the way he put that in there. Dude, Samson's really smart. Guys, if you got anything else from Samson, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and leave a like on this. And don't forget to leave a like on my video if you enjoyed it. And if you really enjoyed this reaction, dude, leave a subscription. And let me know about some more Samson down below. I know he recently came out with another song too, I think, if I'm thinking right. Because I've seen stuff popping up on my feed lately from him. But this is the first song I've been able to get to. Anyways, guys, leave me something down, in the comments below by Samson, new or old, whatever. If I haven't done it yet, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Much love. Peace.